Greetings, salutations, and welcome to the Militant Negro Network on YouTube. I am the Militant Negro. Thank you for coming in to visit. A little bit about these videos. They will be informative. They will be about current events and issues that affect me personally and spiritually. There will be some entertainment value, but mostly these videos will be about knowledge, information, which leads to power and freedom. I hope you enjoy the videos. I hope you can learn something from the videos. And if you laugh and chuckle along the way, that's great. Again, I am the Militant Negro. Welcome. Your video will start momentarily. Namaste. Let's address the elephant in the room. The elephant that the mainstream media and most Americans are ignoring. The Syrian chemical weapons gas attack, which was reportedly done using chlorine gas, is not the work of Assad. Okay, let's get that very simple, very plain, very clear. Assad did not gas his own civilians, his own citizens, his own army. And I doubt that the rebels fighting in Syria against Assad used chemical weapons, unless they got these chemical weapons, this alleged chlorine gas, from CIA operatives. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I believe conspiracy theorists on the whole are dumbasses who sit in their double-wide trailers or the basement of their mother's houses and have nothing better to do than spin tall tales and yarns. I am, however, an individual who uses logic, critical thinking, and common sense. And you have to ask yourself, to what end does Assad accomplish by gassing his own nation of civilians, unarmed citizens? No, the real thing to look at here is who benefits from the United States of America forging and waging a war in Syria directly against Assad. Who benefits from making you and the media and the public believe that Assad must be stopped? And the only way to stop him if America and its mighty military hand strikes against Syria, inserting themselves into another conflict, escalating that conflict into a full-blown war. Who benefits from the United States of America vis-a-vis dumbass Donald Trump starting a war on Syria, in Syria, where millions of civilians and citizens, men, women, children, will die at even higher rates than they are already dying? Who benefits? The billionaire weapons manufacturers based in the United States of America. Those white gentlemen, those Caucasian, evil, greedy, wealthy, elite assholes will benefit. And of course their shareholders and their board members will benefit. War is a multi-billion-dollar a day industry. But it can't be a multi-billion-dollar a day industry unless there is war, armed conflict, quote-unquote situations all across the globe. So if we use this common sense and critical thinking and logic that I spoke of earlier, if we use that, if it is a skill set that we have, we can come to the conclusion that if somebody benefits from a thing happening, that is usually the perpetrator of that thing happening. Barack Obama was a bad president when it came to being a war criminal and continuing the wars started by George W. Bush, Bill Clinton, and every president before him. Barack Obama did nothing to stop war. He broke his campaign promise and didn't bring troops home. He didn't end wars. He escalated them. Now we have dumbass Donald Trump in the White House, kicking it up a notch to attacking and declaring retaliation against Syria. Why doesn't Donald Trump, the dumb fuck, tell us exactly where Syria got its hands on chemical agents to use against its own people? Where did Assad acquire chlorine gas? How did he get it and weaponize it into a bomb? If you can't answer this question with any kind of common sense answer, follow the resources, follow the money, follow who benefits from an attack on Syria using chemical weapons. Follow who is at the front of this attack screaming, "We can't allow this." Screaming, "This is a disgrace." Screaming like that old uncle at the wedding. That old uncle who shows up at the funeral, who never visited the dead person in the coffin, but does the loudest screaming and hollering and crying and wailing. United States of America is that old uncle. They're screaming, they're hollering, they're complaining, they're wringing their hands at something that happened in Syria. This chemical weapons attack against civilians, against citizens. They are so dismayed that this happened, when in fact the United States of America has backed this insurgent rebel war in Syria from the beginning. The United States of America has an agenda to overthrow Assad, to piss in the cereal of Russia, who is allied with Assad. This is what's going on right now. And dumbass Donald Trump has launched a missile attack against Syria, which is the first step in Mr. Dumbfuck Donald Trump's agenda to wage another full-blown war. Now my question is simply this. Who gave dumbfuck Donald Trump the authority? Who authorized dumbfuck Donald Trump to use U.S. military to retaliate against this elephant in the room, Syria, who, according to all the wealthy Caucasian male senators and congressmen on Capitol Hill, say Assad did this to himself? I think it's time we all wake up and see the American government for what it actually is. Warmongers, war criminals. The evil of Axis is America. It's not Germany, it's not Russia, it's not any other country in this world, but the United Slave States of America are the axis of evil. And they have been for centuries. America and its president, dumbfuck Donald Trump, want to point the finger at Russia. Want to say that Putin and Assad are evil men. I'm going to ask you to do one simple thing. Go read your history. Check the past. See who perpetrates war worldwide. Right now, research and find out who in this world on this planet is involved in the most wars, conflicts, situation, issues worldwide? And when you get the answer, come back and let me know what the answer is, because I already know the answer. The United States of America is involved currently in more war, more conflict, more situation worldwide than any of all the rest of the nations combined. Now, Donald Dumbfuck Trump, the stupid lame mainstream media, and wealthy billionaire weapons manufacturers want us all to believe that Assad is responsible for using chemical chlorine gas to bomb his own civilians and citizens and nation. I'm out of here. Be well. Stay safe. Namaste. Thank you for taking the time to listen. If you like the Militant Negro YouTube Network, then subscribe. Namaste.